Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you to each and every single one of you for everything that you do on a daily basis, supporting the channel. Thank you for liking this video as well. Hope you have a really good Sunday. Hope you have a really good week moving forward. Okay, so for Bitcoin, like I've shown you, you're definitely in some kind of horizontal at the moment. You've got some kind of break that's coming because you're coming into a level of resistance. Okay, and you're coming to a level of support, some kind of apex. Look at that tightening range. You can see just there, you're sort of wicking up, and put that knob on just there. You can see that you're wicking up into this level of resistance. You're calling up basically. Something is going to happen here over the next couple of days. Something is going to give for Bitcoin. Is it going to break out to the upside? Is it going to roll over? Let's check the RSI right now. Okay, so on the RSI, you can see that pretty much that bullish divergence that I said to you has kind of played out just there. See, look, you've got the low and the lower low just there in the RSI, and then you bounce, and just there you've got it's almost an exaggerated divergence. It's a slight divergence, okay, but it is in the RSI, okay, because you've got a low and a lower low, and you've kind of got a low and a level low. So that is a divergence. It's called an exaggerated divergence. Usually you do see these level out, okay, and you can see that's where you bounce. Like I said to you, putting that divergence, bullish divergence, sorry, and you're bouncing off of 20, which is really, really strong at the moment. So if you can continue to hold this 20 as support, like I said, bounce, break, see you later. You found your support. But like I said, worst case scenario here, that if we was to roll over, I do think you might get lucky putting some cheeky bids in down there, okay, on that swing high, which I've given you around about 53k, isn't it? Okay, you might get lucky, but I'm going to show you something right now. If you was to roll out here, you might just bounce off to 55 and you might not come that low, because this particular scenario has happened before in a previous bull market, okay, in 2017 November, and I remember that really, really well. I remember it really, really. It was a monster correction for Bitcoin. I'm going to show you right now. So for me, we might be a little bit greedy. If we do see it roll here and fall over, I do think we might actually be a bit greedy, hoping that it comes to this swing high, personally. You know, so for me, I'm going to put some cheeky bids in the 55. You might see a wick on some exchanges, but I think Binance will hold the 55, to be honest with you, because other exchanges are different. They have like deeper liquidity grabs with wicks. So let's watch this space. Let's see what happens, okay? Just have some setups on there with stop losses, obviously, and then on there as well. Just ladder some bids, basically, you know. But for me, this is a massive, massive level of support, this 55 EMA, which we've not necessarily backtested since we hit it down there, okay? And I would imagine at that point, that could be your low in this bull market if it comes for Bitcoin. I would like to see it. You know, I did post this on Twitter a few weeks ago that I would like to see a roll over here and a deeper correction than this. You know, in actual fact, that would be a wick down double bottom there, wouldn't it, if you came down to that? That's that kind of level just there at 56. Where is that? 56,506. What is that? That's 56,082. Okay, and you can see it's creeping up. The 55 is creeping up. So like I say, let's not be greedy. Worst case scenario, bounce off the 55, key support, see you later. If you roll out of this level of support right now, you can see you're holding it, but there's some kind of move that is coming here for Bitcoin. A lot of people say, oh, you say it's either going to go up or down. No, it's support and resistance, mate. You break resistance, you got technical targets to the upside. You lose support, you got technical targets at the downside, and that's what I give you, okay? So that you do with that information what you want. But for me, your Bitcoin is mega bullish. If you was to come down to this level right now and get the move up, then you could see your next impulsive break is 75,219. It really gets the party started. So you can see some kind of break is coming. You know, it is imminent basically over the next couple of days. Now, what I want to show you is this particular pattern here, just here for Bitcoin, okay? We did break down in November and bounce off to 55 before in a previous bull market. Just because it happened before does not necessarily mean it will happen again, but it did happen. So I just want to make you aware, you know, this is where you find key support. So you came up here, you got overextended like that, okay, in November, and essentially you put in a double top pattern just there, okay? There's not really any negative reversal patterns that I'm seeing for Bitcoin at the moment, to be honest with you. So that's why I've not got a breakdown pattern target. Do you understand? I've not got any breakdown. There is a potential head and shoulders, but I don't see that. I don't see that head and shoulders that people are writing right now. There was a head and shoulders the other week, if you remember, that everyone was targeting. It broke down. It was going to 54k, but it didn't. It came back up into the horizontal, holding key support. So for me, there was a double M top pattern just there that you lost support, and you can see when you lost that support just there, I would have given you a technical target and says, look, you got to break down target if you lose this support, this double M top pattern. Okay, you're rolling over, you're going to come down to a key level support. I would have said put some cheeky bids on the 55, because look at that. Where did it find support? On the 55 in November in 2017. And I remember all of this, you know, coming out, yay, no, rug pull. You know, that was a whopping correction right there. I think it was around about 30%. Yeah, look at that, 30%. But from there, your Bitcoin absolutely bounced, okay? From there, from that correction, that liquidity grab and that backtest of key support, it absolutely bounced and went on 251% from that November low that it put in, okay? So as a thought experiment, let's have a look at this, okay? As a thought experiment, I like to do this on the channel. So let's say, for example, it does roll over and bounces off to 55 and everyone's scratching the head. Why did it bounce there? Because that's a key level support, like I've shown you so many times. The 55 is your kind of last level of resort, last level of support before rolling into a correction, basically. This is the thing. You hold the 20 like a boss, okay? Once you roll over, you fall in between, you're consolidating, basically, okay? So you're technically still in an uptrend because you're holding the 20. Do you understand that on this time frame? So if you start to lose that, you're consolidating. Then if you start to hit your head on the 55, that's the signal that you're entering a downtrend. You reverse the trend, you're losing the trend, and you're going to come down to a lower level of support, which technically you use the fibs for, or the swing highs or swing lows. Do you understand that? That's how it works. It's really easy. You start to lose that, you've got that support. You lose that, boom, you roll over, you enter a bear market. Full stop. There's no question. You lose this swing high just here, okay? You lose that swing high just there, and you roll and you lose that swing low. Just run for the hills, basically. That's the bear market scenario right there for Bitcoin. Don't envision it. I think you're really strong. I think you're holding the key level support. Worst case scenario, we roll over. You might get lucky and get some wicks down on this level here, but I do think that this red line, the 55 EMA, is your absolute rock solid level of support. And you can see, you know, respectively just there, that is a kind of double bottom. Look, you come down like that, you come up like that, and you've come up like that, and you know, you roll over and you create that double bottom, and that, you know, that big massive W bottom pattern as well, like that. And you break that level of resistance, and then you've gone to the upside. You know, doesn't mean it has to happen, because we are technically in a bullish continuation pattern here. There is like a head and shoulders that a lot of technical analysts are drawing here, like that, okay? Personally, I don't see it. I could be completely wrong, you know, and like I said to you, your technical breakdown target, if you start to lose this, would be all the way down there, which is below that swing high, and you will be looking at a retest of this blue trend line around about 50k. It can happen, obviously, but I'm not seeing that head and shoulders at the moment, okay? I'm seeing a continuation pattern. Look, and if we start to zoom out, I can show you where we're already in a continuation pattern that we've broken out of, you know, we're in a very similar pattern. Look, we come up, horizontal, continuation, resistance, support, just like this smaller one, and what happened? We broke out, didn't we? And we continued, and right now, this is a baby version. This is a baby version of this, basically, a continuation pattern. Do you see that? It's a baby version of it, which we're already breaking out of. So for me, Bitcoin is bullish, but you've got your key level support, the 55, on the daily, which is a massive, massive level of support. So enough rambling. The last time we bounced off the daily 55 in a bull market in November, we put in a 255% move. Let's say as a thought experiment, we was to lose this level of support right now, and Bitcoin does come in for a correction, okay, which would be healthy. Remember, it's healthy. Retracements are healthy. You're coming down to a nominal level of support to hold it for continuation of the trend. So if we was to correct and we had a bounce off this red line and put in a double bottom pattern like I've just shown you right there, and a big W bottom pattern with a level of resistance, and you broke out, then where could we go to? Well, let's say this 55 comes up over the next couple of days and we roll and we bounce off it. Right, let's have a look. 250%, did we say? Okay, 250%. 250%. Boom, there you are, you're on that 200k, which is a 2.272 technical target from many years ago, okay? So right there, we could theoretically be about to put in the same pullback to the 55 EMA and then the same upside around about 250%, and that takes us to the 200k. You know, so watch this space. Have we got a bit of a cheat sheet here? Are we about to put in this correction down to the 55 EMA that we did in 2017, come down to the 55 and then absolutely bolt it up? Okay, so let's have a look again from here to here. That's 253%, so 55%, yeah, so roughly up there at 200k. Now this here is the end of November, so the end of November we need to get to plan B's projection, don't we? So it's 105% from that 55 EMA retest. Okay, let's have a look. So we went for 105% by the end of November for the 55 EMA retest. So we know that plan B is trying to get to this red line, basically just under this red line, around about 98k. He says, I do apologise, plan B's forecast just there. Okay, that's plan B's forecast. So if we was to come down there, that needs to be more than 105%, and you can see it's 74%. 105% by the end of the month would actually put us all the way up there around about 115k. So, you know, I'm not saying because it's happened before it'll happen again, but I just want to make you aware that, you know, if you was to roll and it bounces off that, that gives you more of a slingshot to the upside, basically, for Bitcoin. Again, I'm rambling. I do apologise. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.